All right, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm doing my biggest challenge. For those of you who don't know, I suffer from a thing called megalophobia. Let you guys Google that in case you're interested. But basically, it's vast areas and large objects that kind of cause a phobia for me. And I am at the base of Fuji right now, about to climb Fuji. So I've got two big things going against me here. A phobia and physical condition. So, and this being my first actual mountain that I'm climbing, so this is kind of a big deal. I'm gonna be documenting the hike as much as I can while I'm going up and try to make it all the way to the top today and summit. Hopefully I can. Hopefully my phobia lets me do it. But yeah, we'll see here as we go. All right, stay tuned. All right, so far, just pretty steady trails. Got a good view. The oxygen isn't too bad so far. I'm pretty sure though that once we get above the cloud line, it's probably gonna get a lot harder. Make another video as we get higher up. All right. We are, I think, somewhere close to the 6th station. See the view here. It has been a pretty steep climb, and we haven't even gotten to the parts yet that you have to kind of go on all fours to even climb up. We've just been on a steady incline so far, so yeah, definitely getting winded for sure, and we still got a long way to go. Alrighty. All right, almost to, I guess almost to the 7th station now. Yeah, actually passed the 6th station already. See, we're up pretty high. We're still in the green, which means we haven't gotten high enough elevation yet that the trees and grass stop growing. But I know, well, I can see it up there. It's all red, the volcanic old rocks and stuff. As far as my phobia, so far, by the grace of God, I am putting up with it, dealing with it. It's not overtaking me yet, but I'm also not above the clouds yet. So I think when I'm above the clouds, that'll be the real test. But all right, more videos to come. Okay, so I was wondering when the phobia would start kicking in, and it's starting to kick in now. So we're just past the 6th station, on the way up to the 7th station now, and we're getting to the point where now there's no green. I mean, there's a little bit of green here, as you can see, but you see the side of the mountain there. So for people who are interested in climbing something like this, when you suffer from megalophobia like I do, it could start to really disorient you and trip you out. And right now, I'm kind of like death gripping the ledge here. It's already starting to kind of kick in, and it sucks too because I really want to get to the top. I can look up and I can see the top, and even looking up at it disorients me at this point. I don't know if I'll be able to go any further, unfortunately. It's kind of overpowering me. Man. Yeah, so looks like this might be the end of this video, unfortunately. Man, I'm sorry, I'm suffering big time right now. It's hard to even talk. Like, my heart is racing 1,000 miles an hour. I'm death gripping the side of this ledge. and I'm almost feeling like a panic attack is going to come on. And again, you can just kind of see how steep, how high I am on the side of this mountain. I will make a video later. All right. Well, so I made the last video talking about the fact that I made it past the 6th station, was coming up to the 7th station, and my phobia started kicking in, which is very unfortunate because I got up this high and now I can't go up any higher. I was actually at an incline that was nerve-wracking. I couldn't move. Basically, my whole body like froze over. I had to grab the ledge basically to hold on to, and try not to, slip or fall or just look dumb or even embarrassed and basically in front of everybody else that was going past me and continuing the climb. So it's really disappointing for me. It is. This is something that I wanted to do for a long time. I know that I had this phobia, and I know that there was a good chance I was going to run into something that was going to cause some problems. But I decided to push forward anyways and try to make it happen and try to see if I can overcome the challenge of it. But unfortunately, I didn't make it to the top. Still quite a long way to go up, actually. So, yeah. So now I'm going to start the descent back down. And, yeah, I'll make another video once we get back to the bottom. Alright, so another follow-up video. I made it back down to the 6th station, and I was head back down to the 5th from there. But I bumped into somebody, and they told me that actually there is a kind of like a smaller path, which this is literally the path. And if you follow that down, it goes to a second 6th station where you can get more stamps for your stick. So I'm now heading down there, and hopefully that's the case. And after that, back to 5th station again. Then I'll make a closeout video once I get back. But oxygen's getting better as we're getting lower. Still pretty high up. I think we're still over 2,000 meters. But it's nice and peaceful inside here, as you can see. Konnichiwa. Arigatou. めっちゃかっこいいな。ありがとうございます。すごい。すみません、私も勝手に撮りました。Alright, so this is the closeout video. Back here at the 5th station right now. We're still 2,000, I think it's like 2,000, maybe 200 something meters high. But I'm here, I'm waiting for the rest of the group. I will say that if anybody out there also has the same phobia that deals with megalophobia, so they understand that they're afraid of not only large objects but vast openings, scenery, things like that. Like it can cause panic attacks, and if you suffer from that and you're interested in climbing Fuji, I will say give it a shot. Give it a shot.
I knew the risk going in, that there was a good chance I wasn't going to make it to the top, and it didn't have anything to do with stamina. Physically, I was still able to go, but once I got to that point on the mountain, and again, if anybody else suffers from the same phobia, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. But as soon as I saw, the vast opening, and I saw the side profile of the mountain and how high we were, it just completely disoriented me, and I started getting very narrow vision. Started having my heart started pounding faster. It's basically going into a panic attack, a mini panic attack. And it's extremely frustrating, because I want to be able to accomplish these kinds of goals in life, like climbing Mount Fuji, or being able to just do things that involve being in high places or being next to large objects. Don't know why I have this phobia. It literally came from nowhere. There was no traumatic experience in my life. Just one day I woke up and it was there. And I didn't even have a warning until I was dealing with it. So yeah, I want to make this video because when I was interested in climbing Fuji, I actually searched people who are afraid of heights or have different phobias that are climbing Fuji, and I couldn't find a single video. Like, everybody that made a video was like pumped, they were just, let's do it. And so I figured, you know what, I can't be the only person that has these kinds of phobias or concerns that wants to take advantage of climbing high places. So I figured I would go ahead and make this video. But this is the closeout. I'll just finish with these thoughts and just saying that, I'm not proud of myself. I'm not happy. I'm very disappointed in myself, actually. I'm mad that I have this phobia that literally came from nothing. And I'm disappointed that it is a hindrance in my life and really makes doing things that I'm interested in doing very difficult. But having said that, like I said, if you have the same phobia and you're interested in climbing, give it a shot. You never know. Everybody's phobia, I think, is probably slightly different. So you might be able to push further than I did. Maybe make it to the top. So, anyways, that was my attempt to climb Fuji. I'm sorry to myself that I didn't make it. And keep pushing. All right, guys. Take care.